I'm the She family's true daughter. With my gossip system, I act meek on the surface, but inside, I'm fighting back. What I don't know? They can hear everything I think. My 3 brothers blocked the entrance. Even though you're our biological sister, we only recognize Chloe. Know your place. Last life, I offended the king of hell. This life, I was reborn into the She family. Fantastic. Their footsteps froze mid-stride. The second brother recovered first. Chloe is sweet. She loves everyone in this family. Don't compete with her. Sweet enough to let the whole family die. Love you so much she's turning everyone green. Their faces went through some kind of collective spasm, confusion, discomfort, something else I couldn't name. I waited, blinking innocently. Weird family. I got a gossip system. It told me I'm living in a book, and I'm the most tragic cannon fodder female supporting character. The female lead? Chloe She, the fake daughter this family worships. After repeatedly reading the original novel's detailed descriptions of the She family's ridiculous behavior and my own unlucky journey, I decided to follow the plot, let go of expectations for my family, respect their destiny of bankruptcy. The She family adores their fake daughter, me, the real daughter who grew up outside and acts meek. They look down on me. The moment I stepped through the door, my 3 brothers blocked my path. My mind played their lines before they even spoke. Even though you're our biological sister, we only recognize Chloe. Know your place from now on. Don't covet things that don't belong to you. And sure enough, even though you're our biological sister, we only recognize Chloe. Know your... They stopped. All 3 of them, mid-sentence, stared at me like I was a ghost, wildly exchanging glances, faces twisted. Me, the quiet, meek, obedient, true daughter playing my role. No problem. Got it. Understood. I could recite this crappy script in my sleep. You look down on me? Fine. Who actually wants to be part of your family anyway? Do I look like I'm trying to live longer by jumping into the She family's cesspool? It's you, idiots. If I didn't come back, you wouldn't approve. If I come back, you're unhappy. Matthew, my youngest brother, raised an eyebrow, sneering at me. Some people say they don't care, but they're dying to compete with Chloe. Oh, my temper. This jerk really deserves what's coming. Eventually, not even his dignity will survive. Matthew frowned hard, suddenly grabbing my shoulders. Matthew! You're being inappropriate with your sister. A middle-aged man's voice sounded behind us. Elise, my mom, rushed over and hugged me tight. My baby girl, you're finally home. Wow, my parents are actually pretty good looking. My beauty must come from them. The woman holding me stiffened. Looked at her sons. Looked at my closed mouth. Hesitated. Sweetie, I made you soup. Let's go home and eat. Victor, my dad added, I told these brats to bring you in, and they still haven't managed it. Dad will deal with them later. Too bad. Such gentle parents eventually kicked me out because of the female lead's lies. And they didn't end well either. Dead or crazy. The whole family's footsteps halted. Mom grabbed my arm so hard she left red marks. Sweetie, are you feeling okay? She smiled nervously, studying me carefully. I obediently shook my head. I'm fine. Just annoyed by your 3 biased idiot sons. Suki! My hot-headed third brother yelled my name. What? I'm standing here quietly without saying a word. What's your problem now? Dad signaled the oldest brother to restrain Matthew. Sweetie, ignore him. Let's eat. Finally at the dinner table, I was ready to eat. But someone always had to ruin it. Marcus, my second brother, placed an empty bowl beside him. Suki, there's another girl in this family, I'm sure you know. Hope you and Chloe can get along. Her health isn't great, so be considerate. No one else spoke. Clearly they agreed. Here we go again. On paper, my brother, in reality? The female leads personal simp, delivering her warnings. Premature birth weakness? She got over that ages ago. She's just playing sick to scam you idiots. These brothers have IQs lower than room temperature. Dad, Mom, brothers. A sweet, clear voice floated down the stairs. My parents and brothers unconsciously stood to welcome their little princess. Mom looked worriedly between me and Chloe, like she was scared we wouldn't get along. Me? Outwardly, sweet and quiet, internally providing soundtrack. Here comes Chloe, walking with the purposeful energy of someone who's about to wreck this family, and she's not wasting any time. Chloe noticed the awkward atmosphere, smiled sweetly, opening her arms for a hug. This must be my sister. Welcome home. She fluttered toward me like a little butterfly. I dodged. Ooh, good thing I moved fast. If that needle in her hand had touched me. Then, annoyed, I pushed her away. In the original plot, this move made my family think I was bullying Chloe out of jealousy, setting the foundation for me getting kicked out. Scheming witch. Was she Maleficent's star pupil in a past life? Chloe's pounce landed on air. She couldn't stop herself and crashed into the table, drenched in soup. She looked at me pitifully, forcing tears. Sister, do you hate me? I know I took your place. You must resent me. But I really can't bear to leave Mom, Dad, and our brothers. Everyone stood frozen. Then one idiot actually fell for it. Matthew angrily helped her up. Suki, why'd you dodge? Chloe was just greeting you. Only an idiot wouldn't dodge. That silver needle should have gone in your eye and drained some brain fluid. I blinked innocently. It was a reflex. Chloe, a mess, tried to defend herself. Mom, Dad, I really didn't. Matthew cut her off. Suki's been in the entertainment industry for years. Her heart's probably rotten. Can you trust anything she says? In his arms, Chloe smiled secretly, glared at me triumphantly, waiting for me to explode and curse her out. Oh, so me being in entertainment is my fault now? Your whole family except Lucas, my eldest brother being a CEO, is in entertainment. Marcus is an actor, you're a singer, Chloe's an actress. Who else isn't in this industry? My only crime is being poor, right? If I hadn't stumbled into the industry, I'd still be struggling to afford food and school. Only you guys are pure. Only you're untouched. I work my ass off, reject harassment, and still hover around B-list. Meanwhile, your precious fake daughter, hiding behind her rich heiress image, has slept with more men than I can count just for roles. And you idiots treat her like a pure angel. You're lying. Before Matthew could react, someone else jumped out. Chloe, face red, trembling finger pointing at me. You're lying, huh? I was confused. What did I say? I swear my mouth hasn't moved. I've just been thinking. You said Chloe sputtered. I stared at her weirdly. Is your speech system broken? Matthew echoed. You just said she. Oh crap, does the she family have some contagious disease? Should I run now? If I pretend to be wrongly accused and slap Chloe, will they kick me out faster? Matthew, take Chloe to rest. Dad, who'd been watching the whole mess, spoke angrily. I reluctantly withdrew my hand. Chloe at first glared at me with murderous intent. Then suddenly, her face turned purple, struggling to breathe properly like she was dying. She looked at me in horror. Why are you looking at me? My power to kill with thoughts isn't that strong yet. Matthew, go, Mom urged. Matthew brought Chloe stomped off furiously. I sat down, disappointed at the ruined food. No, my dinner. Sweetie, the kitchen's making more. Mom gently patted me. I nodded obediently. To break the awkwardness, Dad tried small talk with Lucas. The Jin family's back. We thought we'd have dinner together this week. Discuss your engagement to Gina. Gina? That name sounds familiar. Everyone's movements slowed. I dug through my system's gossip archives. Dad smiled at his children, eyes flickering to me. Sweetie, would you like Gina as your sister-in-law? Lucas stared intently at me, too. Found it. I nodded seriously. Sounds good. Everyone visibly relaxed. Cuckold green-hatted turtle and black-hearted snake? Perfect match. Ultimate combo. Match made in heaven. Lucas's chopsticks clattered to the floor. I glanced at him, picking them up. Everyone here seems not too bright or healthy. I should really run. Don't want to die with them. They don't even like me. Wait, Mom and Dad seem okay. I glanced at my concerned parents. Not sure yet. Need more data. Sweetie, have you met Gina before? Mom asked gently. No, but I've feasted on her gossip. This woman is Chloe's bestie. That's why the family chose her for the engagement. Same brand of evil. She's pregnant right now, but when my brother marries her, she'll definitely keep it, because Chloe vouched for her. Speaking of which, these two are so close because Gina's bi. Her real love? The female lead. Lucas spit out his drink. But Gina plays the field, sleeps around without attachments. Pregnancy was an accident. She still prefers soft, sweet girls. Oh, and she was planning to hit on me. What? Dad shouted, slammed the table. I looked up, confused. He smiled nervously. Dad just thought of something upsetting at work. Sorry, sweetie. Everyone else seemed normal. I went back to my gossip. Oh, so Chloe complained to Gina about me coming back. Showed her my photo to turn her against me. But Gina saw my face and decided she wants to play catch me if you can with me instead. Dream on. If I'm gonna date a girl, it'll be someone sweet and pretty. Not this black-hearted snake. Mom nodded slightly. I glanced at her. She was rubbing her neck. Slept wrong, she explained. I continued gossiping. What? She's got a college girl locked in her villa right now. And she's playing around while pregnant? That's illegal, right? This Gina has to go down. I shot up. Bathroom. Ran out. Matthew, coming downstairs, heard me yell and sneered. Crass. Not now, idiot. I glared and kept running. Behind me, Lucas smacked Matthew's head. Shut up! After calling the police, ensuring they'd arrive in time, I returned to the dining room. The family was huddled together, whispering. Matthew's voice carried, but Chloe said she'd leave. She doesn't want to be a she-daughter anymore. I looked at the back of his head with pity. You fool! She doesn't want to be a daughter anymore because she wants to be your sister-in-law. Everyone whipped around, stared at me intensely. I jumped, slipped back to my seat. Sweetie, all done? Dad asked. Why's Dad asking about bathroom stuff? Anyway, caught red-handed. Gina's charges are solid. That girl they rescued was covered in bruises. She's been through hell. And she was Chloe's junior. Chloe knew about Gina's preferences. Still recommended her for tutoring. Sent a lamb to be slaughtered. Chloe, you deserve to burn. Impossible, Matthew glared at me. What now? This idiot having another episode? Wait till you lose your dignity. We'll see what you say then. Matthew's face turned purple. Lucas smacked him again. I looked down, pretending to be sad, and kept gossiping. Oh, I wasn't done with Lucas's story. So, Chloe's always known Gina liked her. But she likes Lucas. So she thought, why not set Gina up with Lucas? A nice little throuple. Gina became Lucas's assistant. Later, Chloe confessed. Lucas rejected her. Couldn't get past the sibling thing. Chloe got bitter. Eventually helped the male lead destroy the She family. Gina helped. But now, Chloe's changing tactics. The family doesn't hate me as much. Instead of risking getting rid of me, better to become the next head's wife. Then the She family's hers. Lucas, your love life is a mess. I glanced at Lucas. He looked back expectantly. Same mom, same blood. Should I warn him? Nah. Original plot proved warnings don't work. He'd just think I'm jealous of Chloe and taking it out on Gina. He even stole roles from me to give to Chloe. Almost let Chloe sell me to some greasy director. Maybe not intentional, but still. Later, even knowing Gina's baby wasn't his, he still kept her because Chloe convinced him. Until Gina helped Chloe destroy the She family, Lucas, bankrupt and responsible for construction deaths, couldn't live with himself. He jumped. Then Gina announced the kid wasn't his and left. Forget it. Not my circus. Not my monkeys. Marcus suddenly burst out laughing, spitting water. Matthew joined him. Lucas's face cycled through colors like a mood ring. Mom and Dad looked at their sons with pure disappointment. Everyone's pretty dramatic today. I looked at Marcus. You're laughing? You're not much better. When Chloe decided to stop relying on others and just take over the She family herself, you were target number 2. Marcus choked, coughed, glanced at me. Chloe got you addicted to drugs, traded your resources for fame, then leaked your scandals. Photos everywhere. Eventually, you'd slit your wrists in a bathroom, skinny as a skeleton. And Matthew? Chloe would drug him at a party, give him to one of her fans as TD, shame, suicide, in that order. Mom and Dad, losing 3 sons, would leave everything to their adopted daughter. Then, one dies in a car crash. One ends up in an asylum. And me? Kidnapped? Sold to Southeast Asia. Murdered in some dark alley. I got angrier thinking about it, was about to glare at my idiot brothers. But the whole family looked like they'd seen a ghost. Are you all okay? I asked cautiously. I've been here the whole time. Did I miss something? Dad's face was dark. Mom wiped her red eyes. Nothing, sweetie. Just sad thoughts. Hungry? The butler arrived with food. Sir, madam, young masters. Please eat. I watched him retreat to the kitchen. Did he just glare at me? In the novel, the butler was definitely on Chloe's side. He helped to kick me out. But this soon? Let me check. Oh, everyone leaned in. The butlers hated me from day one. Want to know why? He likes my dad. Dad dropped his bowl. Everyone's got Parkinson's tonight. This guy's been here 10 years. Applied originally because he was obsessed with Dad's elegant, handsome vibe. The longer he worked here, the deeper he fell. Also, he's a foot fetishist. He secretly licked every single pair of Dad's shoes, inside and out. He even sleeps with them. He sided with Chloe because she found out about his crush. She kept his secret. Even helped him steal shoes. Compared to that, I'm just an eyesore. Oh, this is a juicy gossip. I looked up. Everyone looked ready to vomit. Are they pregnant? How many months? Later, he helped Chloe destroy the She family, hoping that when Dad lost everything, he'd have his chance. If Dad hadn't died in that car crash, he was planning to kidnap and imprison him. Disgusting. Perverted. Dad nodded firmly. Suddenly stood and roared, "Butler!" The butler rushed out, eyes literally glistening with greasy love. I shuddered. Dad kicked off his slippers. "You're fired. Get out." The butler dropped to his knees. "Sir, what did I do? I've been loyal to this family." Dad's face twisted like he'd eaten flies. "I know about the shoes. We don't keep thieves here." The butler collapsed. "Wait, Dad knows about the shoes?" He's smarter than I thought. Clearly, I take after him. My brothers snorted. Snorting? You guys sound like cows. Dad smiled. After the butler was dragged out, he sat back down. "Sweetie, eat." We all looked at the table. The guy who just licked Dad's shoes touched this food. Dad's eye twitched. "Let's eat out with your mom. Just us." He glanced at my brothers. "The 3 of you can stay. Seeing you 3 ruins my appetite." This family reunion isn't going how I expected. Mom and Dad seem to actually love me. My brothers are annoying, but not as evil as the original story made them seem. The next day, Dad handed me a script for a variety show. "You're going with Marcus and Matthew. Sweetie, this show is a big production. Go have fun. Mom and I will prepare for your welcome party while you're gone." He patted my head. "Dad missed 20 years of your life, but in my heart, you're my only precious daughter. No one can replace you. Remember that." The show filmed in a small mountain village, live format. On filming day, my agent May picked me up. Her jaw dropped at the luxury car dropping me off. "Suki, did you find a sugar daddy?" I pointed at Marcus and Matthew getting out. "You can't question my character, but them..." Matthew yanked my ear. "Suki, Just because you're not talking doesn't mean I don't know you're insulting me. I stared at him. How does he know? Marcus slung an arm around me. I'm her brother. Matthew nodded coolly. Biological. May's face went through about 50 expressions. You're all going on the show together? I sighed. Dad wants us to bond. May's internal screaming was audible. My attention drifted to a tall figure nearby. Hot guy, like super hot. Everyone's gaze followed mine. The hot guy looked back. Gorgeous. Cold. Devastatingly handsome. Too bad he's gonna die young. Great. The first guy I notice is doomed. Caleb Jew. Only heir of the Jew family. Won Best Actor awards for fun, massive fandom, top of the industry. Chloe's eyes light up whenever she sees him. Her fiancé, Jason, fumes. I tuned out the director's endless rules, mentally wandering. Suki Shi, the director, yelled, "Pay attention!" I jumped, stood at attention, busted. Next time, I'll hide better. Is it just me, or did everyone, including the hot guy, glance at me? Someone genius actually gathered all the main characters on one show. Chloe, Jason, my brothers, new star Anya, idol Henry, Caleb, doing a favor for the producer, and veteran actor Zhang Li. Huge budget. Guaranteed hit. Chloe was determined to shine and crush me. The director droned on. I drifted again. Anyway, this show only films one episode. The rest never air. The set went dead silent. The director looked like he'd been struck dumb. He shot Marcus a questioning look, got a response, but still in disbelief and seemed pissed. Zhang Li's stuck in traffic. We'll start without him. Stuck in traffic? More like too high to show up. Impossible, the director blurted. I looked up, confused. He swallowed his words. Then, sorry I'm late. Zhang Li shuffled in. Puffy eyes, unsteady steps, obviously taking drugs. He froze, stared at the cast. Holy crap, he actually killed someone. That boy they tricked and drugged just jumped out a window. Police are on their way. Everyone stepped back. Zhang Li tried to run. The director yelled, "Get him!" Caleb grabbed an apple from the table and threw it. Hit Zhang Li right in the head. That aim? That force? Years of training. Zhang Li collapsed, stunned. I looked at everyone. How did they know he was guilty? The director cleared his throat. We just got word Zhang Li's wanted. We're assisting the police. Caleb glanced at me. I flinched. That's quite the reflex. He looked perfectly calm. Chaos. Zhang Li dragged away. The director sighed. We keep filming. I've invested so much. His beady little eyes scanned the cast, landed on me. Capitalist evil grin. Suki Shi. You, Marcus, Matthew, and Chloe all share a last name. Coincidence? Chloe's eyes lit up, smirked. She's been waiting for this. My brothers agreed to hide my identity. Say I'm adopted at most. Now she gets her moment. Headlines ready. My brothers will deny me. Say she's the only real daughter. I'll get dragged for clout chasing. But honestly, I don't want to claim them anyway. If I deny it now, I'll get called a few names, but I can quietly slip away later. If I admit it now and they kick me out down the road, that's a whole different level of humiliation. Jason put an arm around Chloe. I instinctively moved closer to Caleb. Gross. This horny mutt thinks he's the male lead. Not worth one of Caleb's hairs. Caleb coughed quietly, smirked at Jason. Chloe thinks this walking as TD is a prize. Wait till she marries him. His little brother back home is actually his son. Chloe whipped around, glared at Jason. Jason's idle friend Henry whispered, "Dude, you're wild." I glanced at clueless Henry. You idiot! Your own house is on fire and you're laughing. Henry whipped toward me. Jason and Chloe, who were still in lovey-dovey moment just now, suddenly turned red till purple. Weird. What's wrong with them? Henry kept trying to get my attention. This guy's IQ. No wonder his rich girlfriend got stolen by his teammates. He'll never know why. Everyone leaned in. His teammate's been playing fourth base with the sugar mommy. And Henry? Still a virgin, Henry choked. The director suddenly asked, Suki, what's your relationship with the Shi family? I was still thinking about how to answer when Marcus appeared behind me, gripped my collar, dragged me in front of the camera. My sister. Biological. I stared up at him, shocked. And Chloe? The director's eyes gleamed. Marcus pressed his lips together. Our adopted sister. Chloe stumbled back, unbelieving. They'd promised. Jason watched, calculating. Wow, that was decisive. For this, I'll stop calling you idiot number 2. The director was practically vibrating. Surely he doesn't think this show will air? The biggest problem has always been him. He jumped up. Poor guy. But his problems are his own fault. Anya squeezed next to me, pushing Marcus aside, linked my arm. Suki, you're so pretty. I blushed. She has taste. Anya beamed. She always picks the hottest male models at clubs. Everyone inhaled sharply. But she's all talk, just plays cards with them all night. Anya covered her face. I glanced at the director, pacing like an ant. Dude, constipated? Right. The show can't air because someone's out to get him. But he brought it on himself. Because my brother is just level 1 green hat. This guy's the real cuckold. Everyone gasped. Eyes flickered to Marcus and Matthew. Marcus coughed. Hey, is Lucas in a bad mood lately? Matthew jumped in. Yeah, his engagement's off, right? Wait, what sudden conversation about Lucas? Lucas and Gina are done? Oh yeah, Gina's in jail now. Anya squeezed my arm harder. The director's wife and her new guy are actually in love. While he's here filming, they're transferring his money. By the time he finishes this episode, everything's gone. His precious funding? His wife took it. He'll end up in the hospital from stress. The director stood, dark-faced. Emergency. Keep filming without me. I blinked. He was gone. The assistant director took over. Caleb explained he got a call. I nodded. Looked at the younger but equally balding assistant director. Buddy, your wife's about to give birth. And your mom's planning to sell the baby. And you're still here filming. Everyone glared at him. How do I warn him? He's a mama's boy. He won't believe me. His wife's complained about his mom's eavesdropping on their sex life. He thinks she's lying. But not that there's much to hear. 3 minutes max, the assistant director choked. Marcus coughed violently. What's wrong with everyone today? 10 minutes on air, 3 people were gone. No one wanted to direct. Finally, some writer yelled, no script, just be natural, and ran. The cast looked at each other. Silence. Silence was the mountain village tonight. I sniffed. Is that the same whatever energy as me? Do they know this show's doomed? Anya leaned in. Suki, what do you want to do? I'll join. My eyes drifted toward the kitchen. Food. No one had mentioned lunch. Chloe and Jason were still sulking, ignoring each other. Anya and Henry had never even washed vegetables. My brothers were kitchen disasters. I'm no chef either, but at least I won't blow up the kitchen. 3 minutes later, I stared at a potato, clueless. A tall shadow loomed. Caleb took the knife. I'll do it. You cook? A little. He rolled up his sleeves. Washed, chopped. Every move looked like a scene from a drama. Such a good man. Why does he have to die young? Should I warn him? Caleb slowed. His uncle wants the family fortune. That square-faced assistant he trusts? Blackmailed by the uncle with nude photos. In 2 years, they'll stage a fatal car accident. The uncle's great at scheming, but terrible at business. Taking over just makes it easier for the male lead to swallow his company. Basically, the Jew family, like mine, exists to feed the leads. Gotta warn him somehow. Can't stand seeing such a beautiful soul die. Wow, that smells amazing, Caleb smiled. Anything else you want? Like, ordering? Spicy chicken, pickled fish, braised duck. I'm not picky. He laughed softly. Okay. Minutes later, I sat at a table full of food. A little? This is a lot. Hot and cooks? A living Buddha. Can you adopt me? I'm quiet. Only eat 3 bowls of rice. Suki, Matthew yelled. Glared at Caleb. Cooking's not impressive. It's way more impressive than you. Kitchen disaster. I'll learn. Sure you will. Caleb quietly put spicy chicken in my bowl. Eat up. Yum. So good. If this guy doesn't need a pet, fine. I'll go the other way. I'll keep him. After dinner, the writer suggested a walk. Henry joined. Girls alone at night? Not safe. A minute later, I looked at the entire cast behind me. Did everyone eat that much? The catering wasn't as good as Caleb's. Caleb smiled helplessly. Chloe and Jason walked nearby. Soon we heard noises. My brothers' faces darkened. Anya and Henry crouched to peek. Caleb blocked me, covered my ears. Dirty. Don't look. Sir, that just makes me more curious. You can stop me from watching, but can you stop me from... He laughed, sparkling eyes like starlight. Actually took my hand and put it on his abs. Compensation. I was still dizzy the next morning. Did I really touch Caleb Jew's abs yesterday? Downstairs, everyone was at breakfast. Jason handed me soy milk with weird eagerness. Morning, Suki. Ugly people being nice is suspicious. Gross. Matthew, as always. Jason's practiced smile froze. Everyone stared. I just think since we're filming together, we should get along. Bullshit. He wants to hit on me. Yesterday, he was in the woods with Chloe. Today, he's waving at me like a peacock. And he put something in my soy milk. Wants to sleep with me and film it for blackmail. Idiot thinks he can have both. Chloe went pale. You're out of the family when we get back, Marcus stated, his voice ice cold. Chloe panicked. No, brother, she's lying. Evidence will show. Her hope died. She glared at me with pure hatred. What sudden fight? Wait, murderer. From Chloe's cameraman, a man in black emerged, her stalker. Matthew and Jason were fighting nearby. Chloe, panicking, tried to attract the killer's attention towards me while using Matthew as a shield. Then, airborne objects, apples, cameras, notebooks, makeup foundation bottles, all directed towards the killer. The killer stumbled, knife slashed forward. Matthew, still trapped in Chloe's grip, took the blade in his leg. They fell. Jason, hit by falling equipment, grabbed Henry's pants for balance. Henry went down, then the next person. And the next. Dominoes. Caleb yanked me back. We were the only ones standing. Silence. Silence was the mountain village tonight. At the hospital, the cast said goodbye. Only 1 day of filming, but everybody looked years older. The killer was in custody. Chloe's longtime stalker saw her with a young actor and felt that his pure angel was ruined. Wanted them to die together. Jason and Chloe were also arrested. The soy milk evidence spoke for itself. I'm dazed. It's the main leads who destroyed our family. Just gone. Anya reluctantly left after planning our next meeting. Finally, only my family and one very persistent Caleb Jew remained. I looked at him, confused. He looked back, ears pink. Besides spicy chicken, braised duck, pickled fish. What else do you like, huh? I can learn. His gaze was intense. I stepped back. Is he into me? I talk big, but I don't actually want a relationship, especially not with someone this noticeable. His expectant looks vanished. Cold mask back on. Player. He stormed off before I could respond. I stood there, mouth open. Player? Me? What's his problem? Marcus suppressing his laugh. Go home with Mom, Dad, and Lucas. I'll stay with this idiot. I glanced at Matthew. Hey, come home soon. His happy face fell as I added, the kitchen's waiting for you to practice. I thought the drama was over. I was tired. Then the system pinged. Crap. Tonight's the night Lucas loses his virtue. Everyone stopped. 11 p.m. I looked at my family, all covering mouths, pretending to be calm. Dad lowered his voice. Sweetie, we got word. Chloe's out, lack of evidence. She has a spare key. She's coming for Lucas tonight. Quietly. Marcus, already on his phone trying to warn Lucas, added without looking up, stay far back. Don't let her hurt you. I blinked. Wow. They got the news even faster than my system. Why not just stop her now? I asked, confused. Mom waved her hand dismissively. If we grab her now, we only get the key. We need proof she actually assaults him. Otherwise, she'll just try something else later. I opened my mouth, then closed it. But Lucas. We all peeked down the dark hall toward his room. He's about to get assaulted. And he probably has no idea. 10 minutes later, we burst into Lucas's room. Cameras flashing. Chloe, half undressed, was caught red-handed trying to remove Lucas's pants. She screamed. Lucas woke up, stared at his family, blinked. Chloe, later, joined Jason in jail. 3 days later, my welcome party. In the original plot, this party didn't exist. This day, supposed to be the day Chloe got engaged to Jason, I had my first huge fight with my parents. Left. Never came back. My brothers only cared about their adopted sister. Forgot their real one completely. But now? Mom and Dad surrounded me with love. My brothers stood before me, apologized sincerely, without the lies and prejudice. Our story can be different. The cast from the variety show came. The assistant director gave me a My Daughter's First Month invitation. The director, glowing with confidence, shoved a new show contract at me. Huge production. You have to join. This guy's a legend. He got home, stole his wife's lover's money, kept his wealth, and got funding from the lover's original investment. Everyone stared. He held firm. This show will be a hit. You're the missing piece. Sure, but it's a dating show. Caleb appeared beside me, tapped the contract, looking super hot in his suit, smiling. I'm joining. He leaned close, voice low. What do you say? Maybe. My brothers jumped in. No. Actually, Marcus said. Suki, I have a great script for you. Okay then. Forget men. Work is better. Caleb immediately added. The most popular guest on dating shows can get director Jung's next film, Marcus blurted. Damn, Caleb smiled. Future boyfriend versus brothers. Who wins? System alert. What? The neighbors are fighting? Everyone's eyes gleamed. The wife planned it. She's in love with the gardener. Gasps. The husband knew all along. He's confronting them now. The gardener's claiming innocence. The wife forced him. He's always loved the husband. Everyone gasped again. The wife is furious. She's setting the back garden on fire. It's spreading to our villa. Fire! Run! I grabbed Caleb's hand. We ran. Family and guests followed. Love? Maybe. Career? Sure. But gossip? Absolutely. Today's tea, today's sip. Tomorrow's worries, tomorrow's problem. The end. Subscribe for more drama. Up next, male leads fighting over the villainous.